Hey guys, welcome back to another episode here on MandM Beyond Words. And today I'm here with Mr. Fanding Baldeh, and we will be talking about youth empowerment strategies. Yes, and Mr. Baldeh, how are you today, and what has your day look like so far?
Um, Thank you. Greetings, everyone, viewers. Thank you for coming, and I'm definitely thankful and grateful for having me on your podcast program. I'm definitely grateful to be on your program and deeply honored to be one of your selected personnel to visit and talk about very important topic about youth empowerment. Yes, I want to tell you you are welcome. And
Thank you so
yes,
much.
I'm definitely grateful. I should come over, but because of time schedules and tightness in time, you people decided to come over to my place. I'm grateful for that too. Thanks for coming. Yeah, today is another wonderful and a normal day. Spend the whole day at the farm.
Right.
Yeah, I got back this evening around 4 and I got here shortly before 5.
Right.
It's a normal day. It will be a hectic day for a lay person in what I do, but as someone who is used to this for a decade now, it's a normal day for me, even though it was a bit hectic. It's a normal day for me.
Alright.
Yes.
That's right, and thank you for that wonderful answer, Mr. Baldeh. And I will just ask you a few more questions. So, who is Fanding Baldeh beyond your titles and responsibilities?
Funding is a middle-aged Gambian.
Right.
Fanding Baldeh. I'm in my mid-40s,
Right.
born in Basay, did all my high schoolings there, then over to the Combos where I attended my tertiary institutions at the college.
Right.
And I did some professional courses.
Right.
Yes, then I got into business
Right.
and now into business, specifically agricultural business.
Right.
So basically funding is a businessman and a farmer, entrepreneur and a farmer.
Right.
Yeah, but a little bit politician. Yeah, because the youths also need to take part in politics. Yeah, because we are the active force of the population.
That's right.
So if the youths are definitely taking part in politics,
Right.
so most of our political positions won't be occupied by very tired old men
Right.
who are very exhausted and tired.
Right.
So we will have some active youths in politics. So through the course of this program too, I'll be encouraging the youths to also take part in politics like we are doing,
Right.
so that all our political positions will not be occupied by old and exhausted elders.
Yeah, that's right.
Yes.
That's right, and that makes a lot of sense.
Exactly.
Right, and how would you describe your life journey just in a few words?
Yeah, life is full of challenges, but I mean, I'm a grateful person. I will say life has been wonderful, even though there were some knocks, ups and downs here.
Right.
But definitely, overall, I would say, Alhamdulillah, thank God, life has been great. Life has been good.
Alhamdulillah. for
Yes,
that.
yes,
We
yes.
pray-
yes,
we
yes,
pray for many
yes.
more
Life
of
is
that.
wonderful. Yes, yes, yes,
Right.
yes.
All right
Yes.
then. That's a very good answer.
Yeah.
And what kind of environment shaped you growing up?
Yes, definitely. It's also another, Alhamdulillah, another gratefulness to the Almighty. Yeah, because no matter how hard things were,
Right.
there were other people in a worse or bad condition than I was, but life wasn't. I'm someone also not born with a silver spoon in the mouth.
Right.
So we are also from not. I'm not even gonna say middle class.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I can say I was born and raised in a poor family. I can say.
Right.
Yes. Because I mean Gambia. At certain times, especially when we were young, I don't think there were a lot of families here which will be considered rich families then.
Right.
Because then if you look at the per capita income or the standard of living of people, or how people were living, you can count cement houses that time.
Yeah,
Majority of the houses were mud houses,
right.
and you cannot consider such living even a middle class.
Yeah.
You can not, I mean, areas where I was born and raised,
Right.
you hardly see a house with a television.
Right.
Yeah, so it wasn't easy. Life wasn't easy, but thank God there was life. I mean, there were other conditions that help us see through and help us determine what we want, what we want to become.
Right.
Yes.
That's very inspirational and
Yes.
very nice to hear.
Yes.
Now, the next question is concerning something that you're doing right now.
Yeah.
What first drew you into agriculture?
Agriculture, I was always passionate about agriculture.
Right.
Yeah, because I mean, in rural Gambia, then the only income earning activity we all got by then
Yes.
was farming.
Right.
It was only through farming that we were able to source our living.
That's right.
Yeah, and the other thing is I happen to come from a family whereby my father's side, they were into groundnut buying.
That's
Yes, my father worked with agriculture, Ministry of Agriculture.
That's right.
Yes, and at some point he was like a second manager buying a groundnut for cooperative union.
Right.
Yeah, at some point, my uncle, that's one of my father's younger brother, was one time doing the same thing. He operated in URR, CRR, and up to North Bank.
Right.
He was like buying groundnut from farmers. For the cooperative union.
Right.
Yeah, the same man was at some point buying cotton for GGC at that time, Gambia Cotton Ginnery, not GGC actually.
Right.
Yeah, Gambia Cotton GCG.
Right.
Yes, you call it Gambia Cotton Ginnery.
Right.
At some point, he was buying cotton from farmers, but at that point in time, so because they were buyers, even though I mean our money denominations was not that high, but I mean we were advantaged, our family members, young ones like us, we were advantaged to receive money in bulk with them.
Right.
Because when they collected money from the bank, they will pass by the house sometimes, and you have an opportunity. Then the largest denomination was, when I was young, I can fully remember, was the $10. Then there was no $25. Yeah, and at some point the $25 came.
Right.
But then I had access to having $10 notes, $5 notes, and the $1 notes and the coins.
Right.
But then the 5 buduts and the 10 buduts were very active in circulation. Yeah, so those ones I used to have access to new ones, brand new ones. They were very shiny.
Yeah.
So those were things that, I mean, those times were that even at that young age, so there is money and good living in agriculture.
Right.
Yeah, because when farmers bring their produce, you see when they are paid, you see them going home very happy when they sell their produces.
Yeah.
So after then, I went to senior school. Happened to agriculture. Yes, it's one of the subjects. It wasn't compulsory, but I took for me at that time because I was a commerce student.
Right.
in the senior secondary school, but I took agri science because I was passionate about agriculture.
Yeah.
And you know, can you imagine? I have an A1 in agri science. Yes, I have an A1 in agri science.
Yeah.
Yes. And after senior secondary school, thank you, I came to college. I majored agri science and general science at the college.
Right.
Yeah. So after my HTC completing, I taught agri science.
Right.
Yes, in Kabafita, Upper Basics. We opened Kabafita in 2003. Kabafita Upper Basic.
Right.
So in 2003, and I also taught in Bottrop, Kindergarten Bottrop, for 1 term. So I was teaching agri science and general science.
Right.
But teaching agri science exposed me to the advantages, all the good things in agriculture.
Right.
Yes, what can be made there. So yeah, things didn't end there. So, but I mean, I traveled briefly in mid 2000. Yes, I went to countries whereby you can see what agriculture do in those countries. And it's still doing. Yes. So this all added inspiration. Into my journey in agriculture.
Right.
So after quitting teaching, the first business I did is a bit related to agriculture because it's an agroforestry business. Because we were harvesting logs and selling them into timbers. So that business happened to be something very related to agriculture, because at some point, we all understood, I mean, if there is no trees, there will be no timber. If we did not plant trees, there will be no timber. So yes, but I mean, I use that business also as a stepping stone to have capital to go into agriculture. So I got into that business and almost did a decade there, raise finance, raise capital. Then we start our agri business. Yes.
That's a very good answer.
Yes.
And I'm very inspired.
Yes.
So what early stages, what early struggles rather, did you face that helped build your character?
Yeah, the early struggles, like I said, I grew up in I came from a poor background, grew up in a struggling household, I can say. So growing up from such a home will definitely teach you how to be strong.
That's true.
How to be strong. We are not all, and it's not all who come from such backgrounds. They are definitely end up being strong. But I mean, definitely you have to at some point, definitely you have to know, or you choose. If you want to succeed, you have to definitely have this conviction in yourself to be successful, that you will be someone who will break that chain, that chain of poverty
in the family.
Yes, you will tell yourself, look, yes, this is a family I come from, but it's hard, and definitely I want to be someone who will break this chain. I don't want my kids to grow like how I grew up, and I don't want my kids to see themselves in a situation that I come from. So that hardship and those struggles definitely I can say saved me. Saved me, gave me those mindset like one need to be very strong. One need to be very strong and find a way to get out of this hardship. Yes. So I don't know whether I answered your question properly.
You answered it quite fine.
Yes.
And So
Yes.
we would proceed.
Yes.
The next page is more about discipline and personal growth.
Yeah.
So the first question that falls under that is like, what does discipline truly mean to you in your daily life?
Yeah, discipline doesn't only means abiding by rules.
Okay.
It doesn't only mean abide. So it involves more of being patient when things are even rough.
Right.
Yes, I mean, yeah, staying calm, being patient, being consistent with what you are doing,
Yeah.
believing in what you are doing,
Yeah.
believing that whatever you are doing will pay dividend one day.
Yeah.
Is what discipline means in general.
Yeah.
It doesn't only means being, being like law abiding.
Right.
Yes, just follow the rules. Yeah. Sometimes you can break rules, some rules.
Right.
Yeah, and be successful, but you are still disciplined.
Right.
Yes, I mean, yeah, because I mean, yeah. To be very precise, I think it's being patient.
Yeah.
Yeah, when even things are, very frustrating.
Yeah.
Yes, it's what discipline means.
All right.
Yes.
That's a very good answer.
Yes.
And how has farming
Mhm.
influenced your mindset and also work ethic?
Well, farming is like it's to me it's a noble profession.
True.
This is one area whereby you can live decently.
That's right.
Yes, especially when you are doing for yourself. This is the area whereby it's different from other investments, whereby or other businesses whereby you will buy products,
Right.
yeah, and sell them the form they are, either into smaller denominations or into a different form of packaging. Farming is not like that.
Right.
Farming is like putting resources together, giving it to nature, and it produces something completely different from what you put in,
Yeah.
and getting an income from that. So that's what makes it very noble.
Right.
Yes. So farming is a very noble profession. It's a clean profession. When you have it as a profession and lives with it, you will live in a very clear, constant life.
Yeah.
Yes. No matter how small your return is the occupation, is a trade, is a lifestyle.
Yeah.
You no matter how small the return is,
Yeah.
no matter how small, I mean, you make,
Yeah.
you will go with that, sleep comfortably without fear of harming anybody, hurting anybody, breaking any rules.
Yeah. Right.
So you see how noble farming is.
Yeah.
It's a clean thing to do. So if the it's definitely a clear consent thing.
Yeah.
Yes.
Where you don't have to go to sleep, but thinking about I've done this bad to someone or that. It all comes from your hard work.
Exactly.
That makes a lot of sense.
Exactly.
Yeah. Thanks for that.
Yes.
And the next question is, what habits have played the biggest role in your growth? Habits that have played a very good role in your growth.
Okay. Yeah, I can say yes, these habits like number one, willingness to be productive.
Okay.
Yes, the habit of having this willingness to produce, to be productive, to be someone.
Yeah.
Yes, when it's lacking in someone, and when that is lacking in someone, you find it very difficult to get into something or to even to do something meaningful.
That's true.
You first have to get willingness to be productive, the willingness to do something.
Right.
Yes, thank God. Thank God for that habit.
Right.
And I think I also have this habit of like being a persistent someone.
Yeah.
Yes, I don't easily give up.
Yeah, never giving up.
Yes, I'm never giving up. Yes, and I'm not also scared of failure. Yeah, because a lot of people are scared of failure. Yeah, so this is why they don't try certain things.
Right.
Yeah, for instance, yeah, when some people will have capital, they will have enough capital to start a particular business.
Right.
But just because someone has done it and has failed,
Yeah.
or they've had someone saying this particular business or this particular activity can't work here because of the fear of that.
Yeah.
They will not be. Yes, they will not be in a position, or they will not even have the confidence to do so, and that would deter them from doing particular. And having that procrastination, waiting or looking for some can even delay to you use it, can even get you, can even delay you or get you to a point whereby you can even lose that capital you have.
That's right.
So I think not having this fear of failing is also part of the habits I have in addition to persistence and willingness to be productive. Definitely, those are some of the habits in me that help me succeed in what I do.
Yeah, and just to add to what you said, to the younger ones that are probably watching, I think it's important that it's okay to fail.
Yes, it's okay to fail. It's part of the process. Yeah, you cannot succeed in all what you do.
Right.
Yes, and if you, I don't think if you are not failing in anything, I don't think you are even trying harder things.
That's true.
Yes,
that's true.
Yes,
and
you are not trying new things.
Right.
If you are always succeeding, it means you are trying easy things, or you are trying things that you know perfectly. You can do.
Yeah.
Yes, and those activities won't take you to most of these higher places.
That's right.
Exactly. You will not break harder barriers.
Fear of failure is a very bad habit. That's stopping so many of our youths in the country and even abroad.
Exactly.
So you cannot be scared. You
cannot be scared.
Regardless of the situation.
Yes.
Right.
You take risks. They should take risks. You should be taking risks.
Right.
Yes. Let them not just be taking risks uncalculated. Yeah, you take risks, but calculate your risks.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right.
And it's very important.
Right.
Yeah.
And also, in today's world, it's full of distractions.
Yes.
How can young people build self-discipline?
Yeah. The thing is definitely to focus on what matters.
Right.
You see, most of these distractors are unnecessary things people seek attention on.
Right.
You see, yes, and and the other thing is comfort.
Right.
Yes, and at certain age, as a youth, you should avoid comfort zones.
Don't be comfortable.
Exactly.
Yeah, get out of the comfort zone.
Exactly.
Right.
Out of the comfort zone, avoid comfort zone.
Yeah.
Let them stop seeking attention on unnecessary things.
Right.
Let them focus and let them try to ascertain what they need.
That's right.
That's different from what they want. What you want is different from what you need.
That's very important. So many people that know the difference between want and need.
Yes. So the moment you establish what you need, you focus on that and get committed. So not only you should not only build interest in it. You see, these two words also are very different in trying to focus and in trying to be successful. It's interest and commitment. Yeah. So when you are interested in something, you do it at your own convenient time.
Yeah.
You understand?
Right.
But when you are committed about something, it's a do or die. But just make sure that it's done.
It's regardless of the situation.
Yes.
Yeah.
When you identify what your focus is supposed to be, what your focus is supposed to be on, get committed with it.
Right.
And make sure it's a done deal, step by step.
Right.
Yes.
That's a very, very good answer.
All right, thank you. Thank God I am I'm answering your questions right. But hey, I mean, any question that you feel is not properly answered,
Right.
yeah, just reframe it and send it back.
Right.
Yes.
No problem.
Yes.
And to go further, why do many young people struggle with direction and purpose? Like, to emphasize on that, you realize that so many of the youths around, it's hard to find a purpose in life.
Yeah.
Everybody goes through that path. But then you realize that in today's world, so many of us youths are struggling with direction and purpose. Like, when you start something, you never end it.
Yes.
You always give up early.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there are some factors that are responsible that has not to do with the youth itself at some point.
Yeah.
Yeah, this has to do sometimes with the early stage of the said youth we are talking about here with the young people.
Right.
Yeah, sometimes the environment they come from, that is the house, how they are brought up.
Yeah.
Yes. So yeah, sometimes some young men are coached very well.
Yeah.
Yeah, but those who are not lucky to have such a coaching.
Yeah.
Yes. So the most important thing there is, first, you have to understand and know at some point in life there is no one to save you. It's you yourself. You will not be under any other person. You will be on your own when you got to be an adult. Even your parents, mom and dad, will not be there for you.
That's right.
And it's important youths find this out at the early stage, especially in their early 20s.
The early 20s, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So the moment you understand this, you should be able to have a designed direction for yourself.
Yeah.
Choose a path that will lead you to independence.
Right.
At the path that you will be dependent on yourself, because at some point there will be some people dependent on you at some point for some time.
Yeah.
Yes. So it's very important as youths.
Right.
Yeah, you understand. Yeah, and at some point it's you out there alone.
No one is coming to save you.
Exactly. No matter how your parents love you.
Right.
Yes. So if every youth and if every young person is able to understand this, they will find a better direction for themselves. Yeah.
Makes sense.
Yes.
Right. And also, what mindset shift is necessary for you to become self-reliant? Like, sometimes you need that mindset shift that's going to help you to become self-reliant.
Yes.
And not depend on people and be able to do stuff on your own. Yeah.
Yes, like it's related to this last answer I gave.
Yeah.
Yes, and because every young person should know that at some point you will be an adult.
Right.
And at some point there will be people relying on you too. And at some point you will have your own family. And at some point you will be responsible for certain things.
Right.
And in addition, if you definitely want to be independent, yes, you have to, and you want to call source on your own, you have to definitely make things for yourself.
Right.
So those understandings at the early stage should be able to make you focus. Should be able to make you achieve something, have a direction. Yes, have a career, direction, a sense of purpose.
Yeah, sense of purpose.
Yes. So I don't know whether I'm able to answer that question properly.
Yeah, the answer is perfectly fine.
Yes,
it's relatable and it's also very understandable.
Exactly.
And for young people, you know, majority of us at some stage we feel lost, whether it's by distractions or our environment or the situation we find ourselves in. And what advice would you give to not only young people but to anyone that feels lost in life?
Yeah, thank God, life now it's different from life before.
Right.
And I think youngsters now, the young ones now, have a very very good advantage, and I think generations after will have a better advantage. Yes, because now young people are exposed,
Right.
yes, to other parts of the world,
Right.
success stories,
Right.
and how people break barriers.
Right.
Yeah, I think young people should definitely try to enlighten themselves,
Right.
with the advantages and use of internet.
Right.
You see, most of these things we see as fancy lifestyles,
Yeah.
and lifestyles, that are not relevant.
Yeah. They don't matter.
They don't matter.
Yeah.
Are things that shouldn't be the focus of the young people.
Right.
Yes, young people should try to focus on things that matters.
Right.
Focus on their purpose.
Right.
Yes, the real essence of life.
Yeah.
Living decently.
Right.
Yes. So one of those ways is, if you get educated, not all how can I say, not everything that glitters is gold.
Yeah.
Sometimes you see some of these occupations or ways of life or ways of earning are not, most of them are not attractive to young people.
Right.
Because they don't look, because people in them don't look clean all the time. Yeah. So things like farming or skilled professions.
Yeah.
Yes, and youths most of the time, youngsters tend to stay away from this, and most of the time admire these white collar jobs or the jobs that are whereby they will be just staying clean, appearing very neat and shiny. So those are most of the time that attracts young people. Yeah, but they should focus on at the end of the day the results of activities, the results of particular trades we are talking about.
Right.
Occupations.
Yeah.
Yes. For instance, let me give an example of an occupation whereby you might not be appearing or you might not be very neat in it all the time, but they pay great.
That's true.
They pay great.
Yeah.
Farming, mechanics, electromechanics.
Yeah.
I can say driving the de-lancing vehicles. When I say the de-lancing vehicles, is this heavy machineries.
Yeah.
Yes, they may. When you see their drivers, they are always very like the people who drive the bulldozers,
Right.
or the heavy machines.
Right.
The people operating them, they may appear very, very rough and dirty all the time. But if sometimes you are told how much those people are paid,
Right.
you will not believe it.
That's actually true.
Yes, farming is the same thing.
Yeah.
Yes, so youths should focus on the purpose. If you are a purpose-driven youth, so those are some of the activities that you will direct yourself into, and those activities some of those activities help get you financial freedom in a very short period of time.
That's actually one of
Yes.
very good advice to the
Yes.
viewers.
Yes.
And
the whole interview was amazing. Where it started from, I mean, not the whole actually.
Thank you.
Yeah, I mean, what I've heard and what you've said to the youth were very inspirational.
Thank you.
Every youth should actually try to find people that should be their inspirational point in life, at one point in time in life, so that when they want to live the direction that they are, going through, that inspiration can put them back on line.
Thank you.
And I think we are actually grateful. And every youth that's going to be watching this podcast tomorrow would be very much inspirational and be grateful for your work.
Thank you.
So now, we're going to be talking about agriculture and opportunity. Why do you think agriculture is often overlooked by young people?
Yeah, thank you, Madi. Like I said, I mean, that answer will be a bit related to my last answer from the last questions. Yeah, because, and before I go to that question, definitely I appreciate, and everyone should also appreciate this activity or work you're doing in trying to get inspirational programs for youths. Yeah, because youthful stage is the stage whereby, I mean, we are either fixed or destroyed. Yeah, it's where we get our path, either go the right way or the wrong way. Yes, if definitely there are people doing such programs to make sure youths are guided, yeah, that will help save a lot of youths and unlock their potentials and their understandings about how things work. Yes, agriculture is overlooked by a lot of youngsters because, I mean, it's one of the occupations or one of an activity or a lifestyle whereby you don't look neat. Yes, before it, yes, no, you always rough. Yes. When you mistakenly get into the farm with a clean cloth, you may not be able to use it in a clean environment anymore. That's why when we are always with dirty clothes, or we have our special overalls and garments we use at the farm there. Yes, and you are always dirty because you are in contact with soil, yeah, chemicals, dust. Yes, and you are in contact with machinery and tools. So it doesn't look attractive. Yes, but I mean now the mindset of the people is changing because people know, I mean, there is something in it and it pays dividend. When it's done well, it pays well. Yeah, the mindset is a bit changing, but it's one of the things that was even seen before as an occupation of the poor.
Yeah.
Yes, that's why that mentality or that stigma is still there. It's one of the things that is like keeping the youngsters and the youths away from venturing into it. Yeah, but I mean, I think there is a little change in it nowadays.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's a very wonderful question. Answer, right?
Thank you.
And that was the same thing that we actually get back in primary school or back in high school.
Yes.
That it was always portrayed as the occupation of poor people.
So,
And which is actually very misleading.
Yeah.
So on to our next question, where I mean, how can agriculture contribute to national development and growth? In your experience, how can agriculture and farming be transformed into sustainable opportunities that empower young people to become self-employed rather than seeing it as a transition work?
Yes, and agriculture, I mean, especially for countries like the Gambia, whereby we have a lot of our lands that are arable. Yeah, I mean, agriculture definitely can transform this country. It has transformed this country at some point because most of our foreign exchange was then coming from agriculture, our cash crops, that's a groundnut, cotton, and and the other things. But it's just because of like poor performance in agriculture in recent years That's why we're losing that status.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but definitely agriculture, if it is well taken care of, yeah, it can be a backbone for this country. Agriculture doesn't involve only just growing crops. It's a wide range of activities. From growing crops, rearing animals, and rearing animals involves livestock, fish, poultry. This is all livestock. They are all agriculture, right? Growing crops, yes, and even the transportation, the logistics of moving these farm produces from the farm to the market, the transport businesses there, the transport activities is all agribusinesses. Okay,
right.
You processing, the storage, up to the finished product. Whatever activity it is done can be done into that channel. It's all agriculture. Imagine. So you can see almost all our activities, financial activities,
right,
involve agriculture. In agribusinesses, we hire accountants, we hire managers, we hire engineers. You understand?
Yes.
So, I mean, all these things can be backed by agriculture, and definitely an agriculture, if well taken care of, I mean, can be a country's backbone.
Definitely.
You understand? Yeah. So, I mean, all this food we eat, all our food, yeah. But today, like a country like Gambia, we are experiencing a balance, a deficit balance of payment. This is because we are spending, we are importing more than we are exporting.
Yeah.
You understand? But hadn't been, our agriculture is at certain level, we are producing a lot of these things that we are importing. We are importing basically every food item.
Yeah.
We are consuming here. We are importing almost everything. Yes. And very little of, consuming very little of what we are producing. Rice we are importing. Sugar we are importing. Oil we are importing. Onion we are importing. Eggs we are importing. Soft drinks we are importing. Right. So imagine if our ports were an outdoor than an indoor, was sending these things out
rather than bringing
them in. Imagine what will that do to our country?
The economy and everything.
Economy.
Yeah.
Yes. Presently, our country is owing billions. We are still owing, we are still borrowing. And most of our yearly budget, our revenue, the greater part of what is even raised here by taxation, a greater part of that is used in servicing the loans. So hadn't been, agriculture is where it's supposed to be. We will experience a significant reduce in our debt up to at some point whereby we will be having a very good balance of payment, not even deficit of that. Yes, there are countries whereby they are wholly mountainous. Our lands are almost 100% arable. You can farm on even our hills.
Yes.
In some countries, they are farming in rocky hills, more rocky than ours. Here, our lands are almost 100% arable. We are still importing. So if agriculture is giving what it needed, we will not be at that point. Definitely, it will transform this country.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I mean, that was a very perfect answer
to
my question actually, and then that answer actually connects to my last question about agriculture and opportunity.
Yes.
And then that's going to be how can young people overcome challenges like limited access to agricultural lands or financing when starting farming, even though there are actually more arable lands that are not being used, but the youth are not actually accessing those lands and also the financing in those, to finance what you are going to do with those lands.
Yes.
So I mean, why do you think something like that is happening, and which the youths are actually getting what they are supposed to get when the aim and ambition are towards those kind of activities?
Yeah, it's to start with, youths definitely, for first they need to see agriculture as a viable thing. It needs to be attractive in their eyes first. Okay, so and that role have to be played by stakeholders, and they have to be transformed. They have to see it as a viable thing. They have to see it as something where they can, derive, can achieve their success
From
you understand? Yeah. So first, the enlightenment have to be there. They have to, learn certain things at early stage at school. That is sense of purpose first. The early part of school is supposed to teach them that, and definitely like some of the things people like me learn from school. Yeah, that agriculture is definitely a paying profession.
Yeah.
Yes, and definitely the government should also definitely play a part.
Yes.
So they have a part to play. Actually, they are doing. The government is definitely doing something, but here I think we need to start from the grassroots. But if we want to go into that, we may not be able to. It will definitely widen our
topic.
But for youths to be attracted into agriculture, we need some transformation. And at the same time, youths should not only also think. Thinking big is okay, but starting small. Yes, they should. Have the willingness and a sense of love for this, love in trade. You understand?
Fall in love with it.
Fall in love with it. Be passionate about it. Yes, that's the right word. Actually, many see it also now as an occupation of the rich. Like you cannot do it without money. Yeah, but you can't farm without money. It's the level that you want to go. Don't look at people who have started decades ago, who have now invested, who are at the million level. They didn't start there. Those people to start at a smaller level. So start small. This advice goes to even people with adequate capital who can even start big, because it's very risky. It's a risky thing. Yeah, so it's like you put resources together, give it to nature, like I said, and get a produce, and from that produce you get your resource, you get your income. Yes. So the young people should just fall in love with the occupation, with the trade, and definitely should know they can start without large capital. Yes, you can start small. Yes, like any other business, to get attached to a mentor, do research. At the end of the day, you will be there. Yes, and also, and at some point, we will also get to where other countries are. We will have. I know one day we will also have some supporting institutions like agric banks. In the Gambia here for now we don't have agric bank. These are banks that give loans for agricultural activities, but these are banks that will also, they are not like any other commercial banks. They understand how agriculture works. When they give you loan, they will wait for an incubation period till you will start paying when you start earning. You understand? Yes. So the other commercial banks doesn't work like that. So those are the type of commercial banks we have here. So they don't, they can't give agricultural loans, because they also taking money from customers, and these customers can need their money anytime. So that's why they will need their money back in a short periods of time. You need to start paying. So you cannot be paying when you don't have started having resource, returns.
Yeah.
Returns. So
That's very right.
yeah. So but what the youth should understand first, and if they want to go into agriculture, they have to be first passionate with the trade, with the occupation. Agriculture, you have to fall in love with it. You have to like what you are doing. Yes, that's the time it becomes a passion. So if you are in it and you don't like it, it's going to be stressful. It's going to become a stress for you, and you cannot continue. At some point, 1 or 2 knocks, 1 or 2 failures, you are going out. Yeah. So one of the things that plays a part in being consistent in what you do is the passion.
Yeah.
Passions help you being consistent in agriculture. Yeah. So you have to be passionate. You have to like it. Yes, first, and it has to be transformed. It definitely has to be transformed for people to see the better returns in it and to be attracted to it.
That's a very good explanation. It's not an answer actually. Explanation. So
thank you.
The question, and then
Thank you. I hope the question has answered properly.
perfectly fine.
Yeah, all right.
I mean, you said something that's very catchy for me.
Okay.
Is that youth don't actually have to like see things that are already made.
Yes.
They have to learn from the process where it started from, and everything that has led that particular thing to where it is at that moment, and which is very important.
Ready-made and handouts, giving things free of charge is one of the key things that killed our agriculture, affected our agriculture at some point, Madi.
Yeah.
When people like us were young, I grew up found agricultural implements in our compound. My grandfather having animal mounted harrow, a sower, a disc. I mean, but yes. But I didn't actually found them in use because when we were growing younger, we found this USAID program in rural Gambia, whereby aids in forms of foods will be coming, and will be put in village stores. They put rice, milk powder, and they call it locally Tuzema at that time in the villages.
Yes.
So every Thursday or Wednesday, the women will be taking their pan. They will go to the Bantabat, it will be distributed to them.
Yeah.
So these are one of the things, these are handouts, ready-made things that killed our farming. So, how will you go and struggle? How can you go and struggle under the sun to produce rice when you have rice in your store free of charge?
And that's been given to you.
Yes, we grew up, found our communities with oil pressing machines. Yes, people were locally producing vegetable oil from groundnut. It's still found in some of the surrounding villages in rural Gambia. Yes, but those machines were built by our African craftsmen, locally made. But now you hardly see those ones. Skills died because of those Tuzema, because the oils were coming ready-made. You understand?
Yeah.
So the rice were coming, the flour, milk powder. So obviously at some point, our parents fold their arms, stop going to the fields.
Yeah.
Agriculture died. The backbone of agriculture was broken. Our fields get occupied with trees, shrubs. They become forests instead of farmlands. So handouts or ready-made things, you should definitely forget about them.
Yes.
There is this crisis in the world all over. Global crises are all over. Right now we are witnessing. There are crises. The crisis in the Middle East is making the fuel price go up.
Yeah.
It's making the food prices go. And if the fuel price goes up, everything goes up. Because everything, if it's not transported, will be processed with machinery.
Yes.
Generators, machines. So if the price of the fuel goes up, everything will go up. And this is what we are experiencing, and we continue to experience this, and as long as these crises are going on. So this is why young people and Africans, like Gambians, we need to shift our attention from importing, from sourcing foods from outside,
Yes.
and focus on producing them here.
Yes, that's very right.
So agriculture is the deal. Yes, but it needs to be transformed. It needs to be transformed.
Yes.
It needs to be, but there's a lot of transformation happening though, because now, I mean, we are not at any, a lot of these farms, we are not relying on rain-fed irrigation. We are producing vegetables all year round. Yeah, farms are producing vegetables and fruits all year round. Yeah, after the end of the rainy seasons,
Yes.
we irrigating our crops with boreholes, drip systems, with sprinklers. Those are transformations in agriculture.
Exactly.
You understand? So yeah, we using power tillers, mini tractors in plowing our lands, in land preparations, in fencing. We are using drills and what. Those are all agri transformations. But I mean, still there are better transformations in other countries. We are using drip irrigations here, which are manually open. In other countries, in nearby Senegal here, they are using smart irrigation system. You'll be sitting in your house, use your app to water your field. You just just go like, through your phone.
Like what the president once said.
Yes. You will be sitting at one corner of your farm. Yeah. You can operate your drone to watch over your farm. You can even use your phone or your drone to apply fertilizer. Yes, to spray insecticides, or to repel rodents and destructive animals from the farm. So those are all agri transformations. Right. So there are other countries that are far ahead, in those transformations. Exactly. Yes, and if those some of those transformations are also put in place here, it will definitely help boost our operations as agriculture. Yeah.
I mean, that's a perfect explanation.
So now we're going to be talking about resilience and challenges that you might have faced, or that young people do actually face in certain things in life. So how did you overcome like moment with that when things have been so challenging to you at one point in time in life, and how were you able to cope and then be able to get through with all of that challenges?
Yeah, thank you, Madi, and welcome, and thanks for coming back. Yeah, like I say in the beginning, it's like when you grow up in a family, or when you grow up or you experience an early part of hard life. Yeah, and knowing that you are out there to save yourself, and definitely you will develop this sense of resilience. Yeah, you will develop this sense of strength.
Right.
Yeah, to overcome whatever stands in your way. Yeah, so by concentrating on what matters, what you want to achieve, and what you want to break. Yeah, or the breakthroughs you want to make. Yes, because I mean, definitely when you know where you come from, and you will definitely should know where you're going and where you want to go to.
Exactly.
Yeah, so coming from a poor family, definitely you don't want to continue growing, or you don't want to grow into that, and you want to be someone to break that chain, and you don't want to see people coming from you, like your immediate family, your kids, you grow in the same situation. You will definitely work hard,
Yes.
have a sense of purpose, and definitely work towards a better and a successful life. Yeah, it's through hard work, being resilient and consistent. Yes. So those are some of the ways yeah, one is able to use or adapt to be at where we are today.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's quite very true.
yeah,
I mean, like you said, you have to be resilient and you have
exactly,
to focus
exactly,
on what
exactly,
matters the most.
exactly, exactly.
So, I mean, the other question about that, what separates those who succeed from those who give up in life?
Yeah, success, like I said in our previous interview, most of the time people who never see or at the see the end of the tunnel,
Hmm.
it's like people who easily give up.
Yes.
Yeah, trying one thing and immediately when they fail, they give up, they
Hmm.
give it up, say this is not for
For
me,
me,
or this is not, let me try something
something
else.
else.
Yeah, so one shouldn't fear failure.
Mm.
Failure is part of the process. Failure is part of success.
Mm.
You cannot start something and succeed in it at once. You must encounter a series of failure.
So yes.
Yeah, it's trial. Life is trial and error.
Hmm.
Yeah, in anything you do. Yeah, in anything you do, you cannot have it perfectly.
Hmm.
Even starting a business. Yeah, even with a good capital. I mean, 1 year into most of this business, you go to an extent, you will realize
Hmm.
you are left with what you start. You are left with what you left with is even smaller sometimes with what you
Yes.
start with.
Yes.
Yeah, in another sense, you experience not actually bankruptcy, but
Hmm.
you experience uh, a drop in whatever you have.
Yes.
You
The capital.
experience, yes,
Hmm.
a drop in, in local terms. Ikamire boital.
Wait, what
Yeah,
about boy?
when imam
Yeah,
boy.
exactly.
Yeah, when imam boy. But
Hmm.
there is something you not seen or
Hmm.
ordinary people don't see that you gain along the way.
Hmm.
That's the experience.
Experience.
That's more than the money you lost.
Hmm.
You understand?
Yes.
So, and when going through certain processes in life or going through certain careers or certain businesses, those things you learn along the way,
Hmm.
they have cost. They cost you.
Right.
They cost you some part of your capital, some part of your resources,
Hmm.
your energy, your time, sometimes even your relationships.
Yes.
You lose a lot along the way. So seeing yourself at some stage a bit lower
Hmm.
or a bit below than where you stand is actually not a loss or a failure.
Hmm.
Yes, put in consideration what you gain in terms of
Yes.
experience, what you learn. When you go to school, Madi, we pay
Yeah.
tuition fee, we pay school
Yes.
fees. Consider those laws
Yeah.
that as school fees.
As yeah, I mean that's very good.
Yeah,
Sometimes
yes,
you
yes.
pay certain amount of money for certain
Exactly,
courses, and then
exactly.
you end up even
So
doing
the
that.
separation,
Yeah.
the difference between those who fail and those who succeed is
Yes.
this resilience. Is
Hmm.
this not giving up?
Hmm.
Is this lack of fear for failure? You don't have to fear failure.
Hmm.
You have to fail. Or when you fail, don't stop there.
Yeah, you embrace it.
Yes, embrace the failure. Hit
Hmm.
harder. Tell
Exactly.
them I must get this.
Get it done at
Yes.
the end of the day.
Amadi, I will give you an example where I did business for some time. And
Hmm.
in my first 3 years of business, I got involved in a road accident. I lose my right hip. Um, During the course, I spent like 2 years in the hospital.
Wow.
Yes, I got help by friends and family. Yes, spent everything I got in my first 3 years in treatment. Right?
No, that must have been very hard for you.
Yes. So at the end of my treatment, I was barely left with nothing. Nothing. But I was at the age there.
Hmm.
Yes. Something tell me, well, you have to give up and try something
Mm.
else. And something tells me, no, don't give up.
Keep going.
Keep going. You see, But there, I promised myself, not anyone, that look, I won't give up. These 3 years experience I have in this business, I will use it and get more than what I didn't get before, and get where I want to be.
It saved you. It saved everything that
Yes. And
improved.
even though I became a bit, physically disabled with that, from that incident, but there I concentrated on the good side. That is my ability, mental ability. It's more than my physical disability.
Wow.
I believe when I push, I will be someone who will be better than before. And Madi, that's exactly what happened. Yes, I forgot about everything, embraced the hope, focused on opportunities out there. And today, I am far, 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 far from where I was.
Where before everything had happened, before the accident.
Yes, I promised myself I won't allow anybody to treat me like a cripple. I won't allow anybody to see me as a failure, and I won't allow anybody to even call me a failure. Yes, I feared these things and embrace those failures and use them, to get to where I am today. So this is it. So people give up very easily, and the moment you give up, that's the end.
That's the end, exactly.
Yeah. So the difference is clear. Yeah. You if you learn or read about almost most of these successful people, this is what you see from them.
Exactly.
Jack Ma.
Yeah, Jack Ma. China.
Yes, the Alibaba proprietor CEO said he failed many times, and he was being rejected
so many times.
Exactly.
And I read one thing. He said there were actually a certain number of people that have applied for one particular job, and he was the only one that was not actually employed.
Exactly. That was but today he employed millions of people
around the world.
But yes, this is because he never gave up. So that's a difference between successful and not successful people. Yeah. So in life, don't give up. Don't fear failure. Embrace it and move ahead. Failure is part of, success is part of the road, is part of the process. Yeah. So in anything you do, you will succeed at some rate, you will fail at some rate. So you register some percentage of failures and some percentage of successes. Yes.
That's quite resilient.
Yes.
From your end. There are people that are actually mentally okay, physically okay, and everything okay, but they still give up on certain things in life.
When they try one or two things, it doesn't work. They think that's the end.
Yeah. Something that had happened to you, and then it actually kind of shapes your future. It has to be negative or positive, and you embrace the positive side.
Exactly.
And that was really amazing. Of you, that you think about your mental health, what's in your head.
Exactly.
That's gonna do you more than what your physical attributes can actually do you.
Exactly.
And you embrace the mental health and the physical aspects of the human body, actually.
Exactly.
And that's actually very resilient. I hope that the young people that are actually listening, that everything is okay with them. They're gonna learn and see somebody on screen.
Exactly.
Who is Mr. Fanding Baldeh, and who has been actually going through something in life at the early stage of their business.
That point.
And then when you are at your peak, and then you gotta actually achieve so many things at that particular stage in life, and then something happened to you which you cannot actually stop from happening, but you actually embrace the outcome.
Yes.
And that's something very much resilient.
Exactly. and it should be inspiring.
inspiring to many young
Young people.
people. I mean,
Yes,
and the people that have actually had accidents in life.
yes,
I mean, you guys have seen what he's heard what he said,
exactly.
and you've seen him, and some of you might even know him on the street, and then you know about him, and that's actually very much inspirational. And I hope that everybody learn to beg.
Yeah.
Um, so now we're going about community and leadership. So I mean, since you are so much vocal about leadership, and you're also very much vocal about community. What role has community played in your success?
Um, yeah, definitely our communities, it plays, but I mean a big role in our successes. But I think ourself has to do
Mm-hmm.
with our success more than the communities,
Mm-hmm.
because you will see two people
Mm-hmm.
coming from the same family,
Mm-hmm.
one successful and one unsuccessful, one
Right.
well behaved and one, you know, not well mannered.
Exactly.
Exactly. I mean, um, anyway, I thank God. I mean, I grew up with friends. Yes, I was able to have a very good associates.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, peers, friends I grew up with.
Mm-hmm.
Thank God they are all successful, and that plays a role in shaping me too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, all my friends
Wow.
I grew up with,
I mean,
they
you have
are,
a circle of people that are very much ambitious in
yes,
life.
yes, yes, yes. That played a role. Yes, even though um, our groups happen to be the same age with, or the same stage with some groups
Mm-hmm.
who did not, are not lucky to have the same way of life or the same
Mm-hmm.
trend. But I mean, uh, we thank God, we've seen ourselves in on the right way.
Right.
Yeah, and at some point, associating yourself with people too, it's something one need to look at.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, in life, um, one have to be very, very um, careful and understanding, and how, yeah, and the type of people you associate with.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I want to, okay, in 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 a very, I mean, I can say a normal life. So
Mm-hmm.
and if you are growing,
Yeah.
you want to grow, and you want to the same time learn.
Mm-hmm.
It's important you have you share your, you know how, when and how to share your life
Mm-hmm.
among people,
Mm-hmm.
or different groups of people.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I would suggest you still associate with people
Mm-hmm.
you admire more, people with lives
Mm-hmm.
you admire or you want to be. But I mean, that doesn't mean that you shouldn't share life with people
People
you are a bit above, or people you are at the same level with.
love it.
You understand?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So in one leadership, uh, mentoring book I've once read, it says, I mean, there is this formula of like 33%
Mm-hmm.
in sharing your life with. So you can share 33% of your life with people below you, and
Mm-hmm.
at the same time share 33% of your life with people at the same
Same
level
level.
with, and the other 33% you spend more life, more time with the people above
Above
you.
you.
There you will grow, still, share
Mm-hmm.
with people you are at the same level with,
Mm-hmm.
and people you are below.
Below.
Yeah, dealing with people below you
Mm-hmm.
doesn't mean you will only teach them, but you will learn a lot from
From
them,
them.
because they think most of the time from, from areas you
You don't
hardly think
think
about.
about. Yeah.
Yeah. So there it helps you know how you deal with
Mm-hmm.
such type of people.
Mm-hmm.
You understand?
Yeah.
So yes, dealing, yeah, community teaches us this.
Mm-hmm.
No matter the level you are,
Mm-hmm.
community helps shape us into who we are. Yeah,
Exactly.
yes, and it definitely teaches us how to deal with people and how to handle yourself, because you see a lot of things
Mm-hmm.
that drag people low in a community. You
Mm-hmm.
see a lot of things happening that also excel people.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, you know, uh, that's the area, yeah, where where community helps in shaping people. And I
Mm-hmm.
think in most of the most of the ideas, or most of the ways of life, or we use in getting to where we are,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, we learn them from our communities.
Communities.
Yes, yes, I don't know whether I've answered
Yeah, you've actually answered the question. I mean,
your question correctly.
community shapes people
Exactly,
in a good way, in a bad way.
exactly,
If you're from a good community,
exactly,
you are most likely
exactly,
you're gonna be good. But if
exactly,
you're from a bad community, you are most likely also. I mean, there
exactly.
are still good people from a bad community
Yes,
and the
but
bad people
it
from a good
depends. It
community.
depends mostly on the person itself,
Mm-hmm.
like knowing uh, who to associate with,
Yes.
and when to associate with,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, yeah, those people, and how you share your life with different levels of the
So,
society, people in different level of society. Yes,
I mean, that's actually really
yes.
resilient.
I think yes, one stretch of relationship is very important there.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
So I mean, so we're gonna talk about vision and legacy, about
Hmm.
you, your vision
Yeah.
and the legacy that you want to leave behind.
Hmm.
I mean, so what kind of legacy do you hope to leave behind?
Yeah. Yeah. Definitely, we want to be. I want to be an inspiration.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I want people to learn my story and to get inspired.
Mm-hmm.
I want, to be a teacher. Yeah, as a trained teacher, but I
Mm-hmm.
want to continue teaching young people.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, people who want to get better.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. So in both areas,
Mm-hmm.
yes. I am a businessman. I would like to share
Mm-hmm.
whatever I have learned and know in the aspect of business with young people, so that it inspires them,
Mm-hmm.
it young entrepreneurs, so that it inspires them, for them also to stand on their feet and stand on their own, for them also to attain
Mm-hmm.
independence.
Agree.
Yes, individual independent, self-independent, so
Mm-hmm.
that they won't be dependent on anybody.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, those are things I want to live for. And in the area of politics too, because these are the things I do.
Yeah.
I do business
Mm-hmm.
in area of farming, and I also do politics along the way.
Anyway.
Yes, but in politics too, I want I want us to be seen as role models.
Mm-hmm.
I want me. I mean, I want to be exemplary.
Mm-hmm.
That is to be an independent person. In politics, who will stand by his words, free from dependency and
Mm-hmm.
free from manipulations,
Mm-hmm.
free from control, free from um, I can say free from what's the right word? Okay, yeah.
Okay.
That when that is, I mean, what I want to say is when one is independent in
Mm-hmm.
whatever you do,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, you will be free from control. You'll be free from manipulation. You will be you will
Like
be
used by other people to
exactly.
achieve
You
their
will
objectives.
stand for what you believe in, and you
Mm-hmm.
always stand for what is right. You will be unbiased.
Mm-hmm.
You will be there for the truth.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, you will be there for exactly what matters.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. So these are the areas or things I definitely want to live for, and I want to encourage
Mm-hmm.
youngsters, teach youngsters and how to attain such. That is by first being independent
Mm-hmm.
before even joining politics. But at the same time, call them into politics. Call them to join politics.
Mm-hmm.
Call them take part in politics so that I mean politics will be seen as a game of decent,
Mm-hmm.
see, a game of clean thing,
Mm-hmm.
like I mean different from how it is perceived.
Yes.
Yeah, a game of the young people, young energetic people, so that most of the roles, posts, and political functions will be handled by the young and energetic people.
Exactly.
Yes, so that these positions are not left in the hands of the corrupt people,
Mm-hmm.
the greedy people, the tired and the exhausted people.
Mm-hmm.
You understand?
Yes.
Yes. So these are, I mean, areas I want to advocate and definitely inspire young people.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, to be self-sufficient, to be entrepreneurs. I mean, to
Mm-hmm.
be independent, and to be clean and independent politicians. Yes, so
Exactly.
that in the future, um, our our business environment and our political positions will be handled by people who have ethics and integrity,
Mm-hmm.
who will, I mean, live up to expectation,
Mm-hmm.
who will perform their duties and their roles without fear and favor, without control and manipulations.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Exactly. So this is, I mean, these are things I want to live for. These are the legacies I
You
want
want to
to
leave.
have in both areas, in both business and in politics.
That's a
Yes,
good
yes,
legacy behind to
yes, yes,
actually for people to see politics
exactly,
not as a work of corruption, but
exactly.
as a job of integrity and ethics.
Exactly.
To
Not
actually, yeah.
just a source of living, not just
Mm-hmm.
an occupation or an area or something. Or like yeah, or a business just to search for a living.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, politics is here for national building, so
Mm-hmm.
that it is seen as a national building
Mm-hmm.
activity, national development activity.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, yes. So with the right people in the field,
Mm-hmm.
this is we people will have understanding about this. Yeah, it will be seen as national development activity
Mm-hmm.
instead of income earning or living seeking activity.
Yeah, I mean
Yeah,
that's what many people are venturing into because
exactly.
yeah, the last
Exactly.
things you've mentioned.
Yeah,
Um,
politics is far important than that.
yeah, yeah, but people don't see it that way. They see it as source of.
Exactly.
Most people actually do see it as a source of income.
Exactly.
So
Or source of living. Yeah.
exactly. I mean, so where do you see the future of youth empowerment in the Gambia?
Um. Well, that's anyway. Hopes are high.
Mm-hmm.
I'm optimistic, and because with the level
Mm-hmm.
of development right now,
Yeah.
yeah, youths are definitely becoming aimful. um, I believe, yeah, even with the government having the youth empowerment policies, but I think the idea of self-empowering
Mm-hmm.
is what's more important here.
Mm-hmm.
And with the way things are going, with the way we are seeing things, youths are definitely getting aware.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and most of the time, even though the opportunities here in this country are not as expected,
Mm-hmm.
but youths themselves, they I mean on the yeah, they are on instant empowering spree, as we can see.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, because they've seen a lot of people and what is happening, a lot of people developing themselves, a
Mm-hmm.
lot of people empowering themselves. So I can clearly say youths are up there trying to empower themselves, and that's make hopes very high.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, but I mean, um, the government should also play a role in that aspect by creating opportunities. Even though the government of the country here it's doing very well,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, there's a lot of job skills and a skill and tertiary institutions, a lot of funding programs for youth activities here and there, but
Mm-hmm.
it should still be done. Yeah, they should scale up on that.
Yes.
Yeah, because we are seeing a lot of, harm
Mm-hmm.
being done by the youths embarking on the illegal migration
Yeah.
this back way. This is because, the opportunities here are not much.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is why youths are like taking they are into this back way journey.
Mm-hmm.
In that aspect, they are like empowering themselves because they are like going to, in
Mm-hmm.
search of greener pasture.
Exactly.
Yeah, trying to get them some things for themselves, try to develop themselves.
Mm-hmm.
But it will be much better to both the country and them when
Mm-hmm.
they have the opportunities here.
Exactly.
Yes, so yeah, in the aspect of the youths themselves, they are doing very well, and I hope
Mm-hmm.
later in the future, they will all be there themselves. They will all be self-sufficient by
Mm-hmm.
not sitting folding their hands like before.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but it will be much better if the opportunities they are searching outside are available here.
Yes.
Yes, so hopes are high, and I definitely believe empowerment in the future it will be better
Mm-hmm.
than before because those going now as searching for greener pasture, trying to empower themselves outside,
Mm-hmm.
will will definitely learn a lot, and when they grow up,
Mm-hmm.
will avoid similar situations because we can
Mm-hmm.
see a lot of them investing back home here,
Mm-hmm.
and those investments. Uh, creating opportunities for youths here
Mm-hmm.
to search for those opportunities here too. Yeah,
Exactly.
so it's both sides, both the private sector and the government. We should all do something.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, create, invest here,
Mm-hmm.
create opportunities here.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, so that um, the issue of migration, the country losing its youth force,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, through this illegal migration is minimized, so
Mm-hmm.
that the youth stays here,
Mm-hmm.
explore their opportunities here, get whatever they, get in here, and also invest here, spend here.
Mm-hmm.
It all will add up towards the socio-economic development of this country.
Yeah,
Yes,
that's a great answer,
yeah,
and I hope that the hopes are high on that,
yes. Hopes
so
are
that the
high.
youth can
Definitely,
stay
we're optimistic.
and then make this country better again.
Yes.
So that brings us to the end of this podcast
Mhm.
on M and Beyond Words. But before we close the podcast, we'll leave you with these two questions, um, where you will talk to the youth about yourself a bit, because the questions are going to be about your past a bit, and then the things that the youngsters will learn from you or your experience. So, if you could speak to your younger self, what would you say when you were younger? Like, if you could speak to either yourself, and what is one message you want every young person listening to remember?
Yes. Thank you, Madi.
You're welcome.
Youths out there, what I want to tell the youths is to be hardworking, to be to have this willingness to be productive, um, to know that they will be the adults tomorrow, they will be the homeowners, they will be the leaders tomorrow. Yeah, but in all what I said here, there is very one most this very most important thing that is important in life. It guides you in whatever you do, and at the end of the day, it pays. That is honesty in whatever you do. That is being true to oneself, being honest to yourself, and in that you will be ethical. You will be you will have integrity in whatever you do. You will always be on the right path in whatever you do. You will avoid the wrong side. Um, it will help you. It will shape your thinking. It will make you believe that whatever you can get, you will get it in the right way without harming or wronging anybody. Yes. So from the previous questions, work hard, never give up, never fear failure. Yes. When you fail, push, be persistent, and don't easily give up. If you believe in anything, pursue it. You will get, as long as it's the right thing to do, as long as you see people succeeded in it, even if, because most of the things we do today, we may not be the inventors. We will see people trying them, yes, and people succeeding in them. So whatever you do, don't give up. Push whatever obstacles you hit along the way. Rock them, and at the end of the day, you will get what you want. Yes. So, Mari and MandM, thank you. I think that's what we get for the youth today. I think you will all be inspired for this from this podcast. Thank you all.